1-1 at half-time. Just a couple of minutes into the second half now. The score's level at 1-1 during the half-time, and out of play on that occasion from Mdaka. So everything to play for as far as this encounter is concerned. Just the opening couple of minutes of the second half. Cover at the back from Babele in front of Michael Olunga. And Olunga just being a little bit over-enthusiastic about his follow-through. Just a little reprimand to the Kenyan number 14, but it's still going to be a throw-in into the Harambee Stars. Took the lead in just the 10th minute of the match through Paul Were. Lovely little individual goal as well. Had a look across to his right-hand side. And he has another chance for Were. Just got a foot in his face at the same time as trying to orchestrate the play. Karofakua goes down simultaneously. And surely the referee's got to stop this. Were seems to be in a lot of pain here. And so does the centre-back, Karofakua. Well, this is how it came about. Both players going for the ball simultaneously. Easy save at the end of the day by Mafumbi. The ball going wide of the target anyway. Oh, that's a big collision. It really is. I think a hand in the face of Paul Were coming from the centre-back, but Bakua and caught the Kenyan between his legs, and he's in a spot of bother. Is Bakua. So we'll have a break-in play early on in the second half in Owando. A little concern on the face of Claude Leroy, who's only got the one defender on the bench coming into this encounter, and that is Hugo Congo from Clermont in France. Number of midfielders in Masengo and Moikola Chibota. Have a look at the incident one more time. Both players looking at the ball, going flat out for it, and Bakua comes undone and puts a hand in the face of Paul Were, who's receiving medical attention as well. Paul Were is being carted off the park on a stretcher by the Red Cross. And just how serious was the blow that he took to the head in that collision with Karof Bakua. Both players seem to be off the field of play at the moment, so there's no reason why we can't continue under the guidance of match referee Ntieri and Kurunziza. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So the ball returned then to the Kenyans, who more times than not would return the ball back to the Congolese. That's how it's normally played, and it almost looked as if Ugo Okoth had different ideas, but the 22-year-old Gor Mahia midfielder was urged by his teammates just to knock it out of play, and fairness to both sides. So back underway then. Aerial play there by Cesar Ganze, the right-sided fullback for the Congo. Well, the good news for the Kenyans is that Paul Were is back on his feet. No movement amongst the substitutes just yet by Bobby Williamson. I'm sure he'll want his goal scorer to continue to do the remainder of this encounter. But if he's not fit to continue, have a look at the midfielders, and there are four of them. Humphrey Ochieng, Age Akumu, Masika Timbe, and of course Francis Nyambura as well, who plays in Albania with Tirana FC. Bobby Williamson vocal from the touchline once again. Throw in here to Karof Bakua. So, yeah, apologies for that. Scores level at 1-1 still. Protection offered by Jackson Lusuli to Boniface Atieno. Kenyan goalkeeper and not much pressure at the moment, coming a bit late from Dore Ferrabori. I'm talking about Ferrabori during the first half. He started off very nicely indeed, had a couple of opportunities, but just seemed to dry up towards half-time. The chances for the Romanian-based striker for the Congo. A little bit of frustration here shown by the Congolese as Abud Omar escapes with the ball, and probably lucky not to have picked up a yellow card there from referee Terry Nkurunziza. Knocked forward by Prince Oniagu. Mdaka leaves it behind and Kenyan's able to come away with it. Mdaka though has it back to Oniagu. Little bit of acceleration as he gets past his opposition captain Victor Wanyama. But all the time the touchline was beckoning for the Congolese skipper. Very cool, calm and collected here from the Kenyans. No rush to get the ball back into play either. And I'm sure, just as they saw over the course of the weekend from Guinea-Bissau with that draw away in Zambia and with the Gambia drawing in South Africa, the visiting sides would be happy to be able to pick up a point on the road and then hope in the next set of matches that they can pick up victories in their home matches. Foul by Mdaka. Free kick to Kenya on the halfway. Strong play on the back of Victor Wanyama. So this is Abud Omar. Nice little bit of skill from Omar in front of Ndoket. Alunga into the middle. Wanyama manages to eventually find some support in Ochieng. Ochieng again alongside of Ugo Okarth. But the foul this time on Ferrabori. It's been a long while since the Congo won the African Cup of Nations. One has to look back all the way to 1972 when they won in the Cameroon. Reached the quarterfinals in 1992 and 2015. And the finals were played in Equatorial Guinea. And the semi-finals in 1974 in Egypt as well. So they have had a modicum of success, have the Congo. But not quite in recent times. Didn't qualify between 2002 and 2013 in South Africa and bounced back with a quarterfinal place. And the Congo really will fancy themselves in the group, including Zambia and Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau, perhaps the lowest ranked side of all of the teams in Group E, and Zambia would be ranked possibly around about where Congo are, perhaps below Congo as far as the African and FIFA rankings are concerned. And certainly the two favourites to go through if there is to be a second team to go through in Group E, because don't forget, 13 groups, 13 group winners to go through into the finals along with Gabon. That makes it 14 teams. And then out of the 13 groups, just two best second-placed sides will find themselves in the competition as well. And neither one of the top-ranked outfits will want that to be the case. In Group A, level at 0-0 early on. DRC against Madagascar into the second half. They also level at 0-0. And look how deep Ndoket has come to defend for the Congo. Ghana leading by 2-0 against Mauritius. And that match is only in the 19th minute. So the Ghanaians not leaving anything to chance. Dore with a goalkeeper in absolute no man's land. Looks to go for goal. And there's a man down for the Congo as well. Well, this is how the injury came to Fabrice Ontama, the goalkeeper coming way off his line. Boniface Otieno really exposed himself and the goal of Kenya. Fortunately, though, David Ochieng was there. And the referee just having another bounce ball. And you can just see how fiercely that's been contested between Dore Ferrapari and Aboud Omar. Normally in that sort of situation, the ball would have just been given to the Kenyans. And the Kenyans would have hoofed it down the field of play, returning the favour to the Congolese. But we saw on the previous occasion that the Kenyans were meant to do that. They wanted to keep the ball in play. And I don't think that the Congolese were willing to give them a second opportunity at a respite. Forward now by Ochieng. It does appear as if the Congo are going to look to make a substitution. Get those balls again. He seemed to look at an opportune moment and scuffed the dirt as the ball went wide. It is going to be Dominic Molonga, the 26-year-old who plays at Hibernian, who's going to come on here. And rather dejected looking for Fabrice Ontama is the man who somehow is going to get his way over towards the touchline. He doesn't look happy, does he? Something that Claude Leroy will have to deal with on the touchline. Lovely little pass from Ontama just moments ago to Ndake, who missed the chance. And Ontama not happy at all at being removed from the field of play. But Dominic Molonga is on. Dominic Molonga, who played in France at the beginning of his career with Montrouge, Tours and Monaco, as the opportunity that went wide of the target with good pressure being exerted by Uko Okoth, albeit unfairly. Dominic Molonga then joined Torino in Italy before playing with Cesena, and then moved on loan to Vicenza and Murcia in Spain before pitching up at Hibernian in the Scottish Premier League in 2014. He's a man who can score goals. Played for the French at under 19 level, the 26-year-old. So good opportunity here for him to come and see if he can grab the goal for the Congo. They have a free kick just outside of the penalty area, and Ferrapari will fancy himself from this one. Watchwell scores level at 1-1, getting up towards 20 minutes played in the second half of this Group E encounter. African Cup of Nations qualifies. Fode Ferrapari goes over the top by half a yard. Well, he seemed to get it up and over the wall, but it wasn't dropping enough for the lanky 26-year-old striker. So here's Bakua. Knocked forward by Ferrapari. Another opportunity for the new man. No longer kept at bay by David Ochieng. Bobby Williamson must surely know that this Kenyan Harambee Stars are going to be put under enormous pressure during the course of the second half. Still plenty of time to play though, and Kenyans again having to resort to counter-attack football. Phil Gerald and Barker will take the corner for the Congo, and both of the sides in no great hurry to get on with things. A little bit of cloud cover starting to appear over the stadium. All players rushing into that penalty area. A little stop and turn from Cesar Ganze. Well shepherded by Okoth. Lots of white jerseys back though, and Watenge will have it away for Kenya. And everybody back behind the halfway line. Rather easy then for Ngunga. And Barker makes a bit of a meal of it on the touchline. Everything to play for, and Kenya, if they can hold out, will really fancy themselves as far as a point is concerned. Congolese next match is against Ghana, now leading by 3-0 against Mauritius, and that match is not even at the halfway or half-hour mark in. So a real dominant performance. One would have anticipated that Ghana would have the better of Mauritius on any given day, but yeah, surprises can happen in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Ghana not looking to let that happen this afternoon. The Congo looking to fight back from a goal down early on to grab 3 points at home themselves and go to the top of Group E. Good work done at the back by Boris Ngunga. Not quite seeing the dominance in midfield from either one of the two sides, and just quite content, I think, to get the ball up into the opposition half of the field and try and look for opportunities. I haven't really seen too much skill as yet, but we are going to see another substitution here for the Congo, and Claude Leroy making 2 changes at the second half, and it is Karapakua who's going to make way here. Maurice Nkunku, the 18-year-old midfielder from AC Leopards, is going to come on and take his place. So perhaps we're going to see a little bit of a structural change for the Congo Brazzaville side as well. This is Nkunga. Haven't seen too much of Basiki in the second half as yet, and his combination with Mbaka was really quite inventive for the Congo during the first half. So where does Maurice Nkunku fit into the lineup here for the Congo? They seem to have slotted onto the right flank, whether that's at right fullback or the right wing. I fancy it's on the right midfield side. Mr. Nkurunziza with card in hand. And this is the reason why. Deliberate handball from the man who's just come onto the pitch a minute ago. There's 2 yellow cards in the match so far. Diambo with a yellow card, and Nkunku follows him. Ball away by Ngunga. Look how far Mbaka is back to defend for the Congo. Mbaka trying to escape from Noah. Mulunga back to Onyango. It was good play from the Congolese at the moment. A little chip forward, but into no man's land, and a big chase on from Dore Ferrobari. But I don't think he was ever really going to challenge Boniface Otieno. Daka once again. Onyango cut out by Abudoma. So the Congolese continue to mount an attack. Hasn't quite been a completely defensive effort from the Congo as far as, beg your pardon, from the Kenyans as far as this match is concerned. But not much in the way of opportunity either. Now, a chance here for Masika Timbe to come on. Plays at Racing Genk in Belgium. It'll come on for Fulanoa. Much more of a midfielder is Masika, so perhaps just changing back from a 4-3-3 into a 4-4-2 situation here is Bobby Williamson. Other change players looking as if they're starting to warm up for the Harambee Stars. In the meantime, it is the Congo who have another corner. Parker's done most of the play from the left-hand side, except for the first free kick that was taken by Basiki. 1-1 the score, 20 minutes remaining, plus a bit of stoppage time, and not the best of corners we've seen from Mpaka so far. Back in though from Ntoket, and easy as you like for Boniface Otieno. Oh, there's another player down for Kenya, and that seemed to come out of almost nothing. So a player that might have picked up a knock from that corner that is cleared away from the danger zone. Abudoma back on his feet for the Harambee Stars. Tell you that Benin have gone in front against Equatorial Guinea in Group C. Togo and Liberia still level at 0-0 in Group A. Democratic Republic of Congo scoring in the middle of the second half against Madagascar to lead by a goal to nil there as well. Ghana leading over Mauritius by 4 goals to nil now, just after the half-hour mark. 1-1 in this one so far. This is Nkunku. Nicely pulled back as well. Good pressure being exerted by David Ochieng on Dominic Malunga. Now Ntoket seems to have dropped back almost into a right-back situation. The introduction of Nkunku and Malunga.